Hello everyone. So for today, we will be discussing or we will be talking about a lot about plant cells. So yun yung magiging focus ng Q&A natin. So dito, we have 5 questions and each question will tackle some of the most or even the most important parts of your plant cell. Ano yung difference niya sa animal cell? Ano yung difference niya sa animal cell? And later on, bibigyan ko kayo ng brief overview on the different parts of your plant cells. So, doon tayo magpo-focus ngayon. Puro plant cells ang usapan natin. So, we have 5 questions. We'll be talking about plant cells and we will be diving deep into each concepts and topics. So, unahin natin. Question number 1. Sabi dito, which which feature of the plant cell wall, so tinatanong yung feature ng plant cell wall, primarily explains why actively growing tissues remain flexible while still maintaining structural integrity. So the question is asking about a specific feature. Okay? Ano daw yung feature ng plant cell or characteristic ng plant cell na ang reason or ang feature na yon or ang characteristic na yon explains kung bakit yung mga growing tissues natin, they remain flexible while still maintaining structural integrity. So we are looking for the feature that explains why the plant tissues are flexible but at the same time they are structural, mayroon silang structural integrity. Okay? Or flexible sila but at the same time, you can say that they are strong. Okay? They have a good support. Yeah. So letter A, is it because of high cellulose content arranged in loosely oriented microfibrils? Is it letter B, because of early lignin deposition in the primary cell wall? Is it letter C, because of the absence of hemicellulose during cell elongation? Or letter D, is it because of complete pectin degradation in the middle lamella? Now, in order for us to answer this question, kailangan meron tayong basic concept or knowledge on the different layers of your cell wall. Okay? So, isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng part ng ating plant cell is the cell wall. And ano yung function po ng ating cell wall? Simply, it is to provide support and rigidity. So, suportahan and mag-provide ng structure dun sa ating cell, dun sa ating plant cell. Now, yung plant cell wall natin, yan po ay rigid, sabihin matigas, it is complex, it is a dynamic structure that surrounds the plasma membrane of the plant cell. So isipin nyo, yan yung kanyang pinaka-skeleton. Kung ang skeleton ng tao nasa loob, yung skeleton ng ating plant cell nasa labas. Yun yung nagpo-provide ng mechanical support, shape, protection, and it is also the one responsible in the regulation of growth. Na kung sa building naman, isipin nyo na yan yung pinaka-wall ng ating building. Now, our cell wall is made up of 4 parts. Okay? So, isa-isayin natin. Yan. Now, I'll just give you a brief overview. The first part is what we call as the primary cell wall. So, ito yung first wall na na-form by a plant while it is growing and expanding. So, yan yung primary cell wall natin. Now, yan yung pinakauna. Ngayon, kapag meron kang primary wall, meron ka rin tinatawag na secondary. Okay? Now, yung secondary cell wall naman, yan po ay na-form lamang after the primary cell wall stop growing. Okay? So, yung primary cell wall natin, it is important in growth. Yung secondary cell wall naman is formed after the cell has stopped growing. So, medyo rigid na yan. Hindi na yan basta-basta lumalaki. Hindi na yan basta-basta nagiging flexible yung ating secondary wall. And then, we also have what we call as our middle lamella. So ano naman yung middle lamella? Yung middle lamella, by the word middle, yan yung part ng cell wall na pinagigitnaan ng cells. Okay? It is in the middle of the cells. So if you can see here, your middle lamella is the part of the cell wall that is a cementing layer between two adjacent or magkatabing plant cells. So isipin nyo, may mga bahay, di ba? May mga apartment kung saan magkakatabi sila. Yung semento na nasa gitna ng bawat bahay na yon, yun yung ating middle lamella. And finally, meron tayong tinatawag na plasma membrane. Although itong plasma membrane, hindi talaga siya part ng cell wall natin, but this plasma membrane lies just inside your secondary cell wall. Okay? So ang purpose ng plasma membrane is para siyang checkpoint area, no? So para siyang checkpoint area, medyo selective. May selective siya in a way na siya yung nagde-decide kung ano yung papapasukin at kung ano yung palalabasin doon sa loob ng cells natin. Okay? So yan yung parang brief overview ng ating different layers of cell wall. So ulitin ko ha, ang primary cell wall, yan yung pinaka-first na wall na nabubuo habang yung halaman ay nag-grow at nag-e-expand. Okay? So mahalaga yung primary cell wall for growth. Yung secondary cell wall naman, yan ay nabubuo after the cell stops growing. So primary wall, it is a wall that is formed when the cell is growing. Secondary cell wall, it is a wall that is formed when the cell stopped growing. And yung middle lamella, yan yung cementing layer of adjacent cells. So yan yung reason kung bakit yung dalawang magkatabing plant cell natin, magkadikit sila. Okay? So yung plasma membrane, hindi siya part mismo ng cell wall, pero it lies inside your secondary cell wall, and mahalaga siya because it is a form of checkpoint or security or selective barrier kung saan siya yung nag-decide kung ano yung papapasukin at kung ano yung palalabasin doon sa loob ng cells. Now let's dive deeper for each particular part of your cell wall, particularly yung primary, yung secondary, tsaka yung middle lamella natin. So, unahin natin yung primary cell wall. Okay? Now, yung primary cell wall natin, this is the part that allows growth without losing structural integrity. So, papansinin natin, yan yung parang tinatanong dun sa exam, ano? So, kung bakit ang halaman can grow, meron siyang kung bakit ang plant cell can grow, meron siyang structural support, and at the same time, flexible, okay, hindi nawawala yung structural integrity niya, it is because of the primary cell wall. Now, your primary cell wall is thin, so manipis lang yan, but it is flexible and very elastic. So ano kaya yung reason kung bakit flexible and very elastic yung ating primary cell? It is because, remember, ang purpose ng primary cell wall is to support growth. So habang lumalaki yung ating halaman, kailangan yung cell wall niya, yung primary cell wall niya, marunong din mag-expand. So flexible din siya, sumasabay siya dun sa paglaki ng ating plant cells. Now, your primary cell walls is made up of three components. Meron tayong tinatawag na hemicellulose, pectin, and cellulose microfibril. Okay? Naunahin natin ito, cellulose microfibril, or we also call this just simply as cellulose. Okay? Now, itong cellulose natin, yan yung part ng ating primary cell wall that provides strength. Okay? So, yan yung nagpapatibay dun sa ating primary cell wall. Itong cellulose na to is also the most abundant component of the cell wall, particularly around 20 to 40% of the wall. So yan yung nagpo-provide ng strength, ng structural integrity dun sa ating primary cell wall, yung cellulose. Okay? Now, ano naman yung partner ni cellulose? Si hemicellulose. Ano naman yan? So si hemicellulose, yan ay parang connector. Okay? Connector ng ano? Connector ng cellulose. So it acts as a connector to your cellulose fibers. So isipin nyo, yung hemicellulose natin, yan yung, this is that part of the primary cell wall that holds the cellulose together. So ang pinaka-purpose niya, again, is to maintain wall integrity. So it is to maintain wall integrity. But at the same time, yung homocellulose natin ay isa rin sa mga reason kung bakit yung ating primary cell wall is flexible. Okay? So it provides strength kasi nga it connects the cellulose. At the same time, it makes the cellulose flexible. Okay? Now, ano naman yung pectin? Yung pectin naman natin, this is like a filler and glue between the cellulose and hemicellulose. So yung pectin, hindi na strength yung pinoprovide niya, but rather it provides flexibility to the cell wall. So yan yung three parts ng ating primary cell wall. So yung pinaka-importante dyan is yung ating cellulose. Okay? So yung ating cellulose, kasi siya yung nagpo-provide ng structural support. It is also the component na pinakamarami sa ating cell wall. And then we have hemicellulose. It connects the cellulose together. So it provides support at the same time some sort of flexibility. And then pectin naman, it holds both the cellulose and hemicellulose together. And ang pinaka-purpose ng pectin is for flexibility. Okay? Now, because this primary cell wall allows the cell to grow, allows the cell to stretch or expand. Kung mapapansin natin, yung ating primary cell wall, hindi siya parang bato. Okay? Hindi siya parang semento na tumigas. But rather, it is made up of both structural integrity and some sort of flexibility. So yung term na hindi siya parang bato or hindi siya ganun katigas, ang tawag natin doon, yung term na yun is lignified. Okay? So when your plant cell is lignified, it means it is like a stone. Ibig sabihin, para siyang statue na tumigas. Hindi siya na siya dapat nag-grow. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng lignified. Now, ang primary cell wall natin is not lignified. Okay? So ano ang lignified? Later on, i-discuss natin kung ano yung lignified, kung ano yung matigas. Okay? Yung it doesn't, kung ano yung hindi nag-a-allow ng flexibility. Pag-uusapan natin yun. Now, after our cell wall, let's dive deep naman doon sa tinatawag nating middle lamella. Okay? Now, yung middle lamella, sabi natin kanina, yan yung glue in between or glue or cement in between two adjacent or magkatabing plant cell. So the middle lamella is usually made up of pectin. Okay? Sabi natin, yung pectin natin kanina, it's like a glue, right? Kaya yung middle lamella natin is usually made up of pectin, of glue. Kasi nga, ang purpose niya is to hold neighboring cells together. So particularly, yung particular na form ng pectin na makikita natin sa middle lamella. So kapag tinanong kayo, ano yung particular form ng pectin na makikita natin sa middle lamella? Ang sagot doon, calcium pectate. Okay? So itong calcium pectate na to, it's like a biological glue that holds neighboring cells together. Kung bakit magkakatabi yung mga plant cells natin, it is because of the middle lamella. It is because of the pectin. Particularly, it is because of the calcium pectate. Okay? Next, pag-usapan naman natin yung ating secondary cell wall. Okay? Now, itong secondary cell wall natin, yan yung opposite ni ating primary cell wall. Kasi yung primary cell wall, kailangan yan habang nag-grow at nag-expand yung halaman. Whereas yung secondary cell wall, na-form lang yan after the plant or the plant cell stops growing. Okay? Now, ang pinaka-purpose ng ating secondary cell wall is to provide strength. So, dapat matibay siya. Dapat siya ay rigid. Hindi siya basta-basta gumagalaw. Because it protects mature tissues. So, ang pinaka-purpose pala ng ating secondary cell wall is that it protects mature tissue. So, if it protects something, dapat siya ay hindi flexible, hindi siya nai-stretch, dapat siya ay matigas, dapat siya ay matibay. Yun yung sinasabi dyan. Okay? Now, your secondary cell wall, in opposite or in contrast to your primary cell wall, is thicker. Okay? So, yung secondary cell wall natin, it is thicker, it is stronger, it is more rigid. So, bakit kaya siya stronger, thicker, and more rigid? Kasi yung ating primary cell wall is made up of lots of cellulose. So, ang dami niyang cellulose, but at the same time, ang dami niyang tinatawag na lignin. Okay? So, lignin. So, kung ba narinig yung lignin? So, narinig niyo yung lignin na yun nung sinabi ko kanina yung word na lignified. Okay? Kasi yung lignin na yan, yan yung component ng ating secondary cell wall that makes the wall hard, waterproof, and resistant to collapse. And itong lignin rin na to, kung yung reason kung bakit saksakan ng tigas yung mga woody plants natin. Okay? So nakita nyo, no? Mas naging klaro siguro sa inyo ngayon yung difference ng primary at secondary cell wall. When we dive deep into the different parts that makes that makes them up, when we dive deep on the different functions of the parts that makes each of these layers of our cell wall. Yan. So at least meron na tayong idea. Now sa tingin ko, masasagot na natin yung question number 1. So question number 1 says, which feature of the plant cell wall primarily explains why growing tissues, they remain flexible while still maintaining structural integrity? So, based off on this question, yung characteristic na dinedescribe niya, ang papasok agad dapat sa isip natin ay, oops, this one is talking about primary cell wall. Okay? So, ano yung feature ng primary cell wall natin? So, ang tamang sagot dyan is letter A. Yung primary cell wall natin has high cellulose content arranged in loosely oriented microfibrils. Kasi nga, yung cellulose dun sa ating primary cell wall, hindi siya lignified, hindi siya saksakan ng tigas. Okay? It is loosely arranged kasi meron kang hemicellulose and meron kang pectin in between of this cellulose content. Kaya yung primary cell wall nagiging flexible siya while at the same time maintains structural support. It is because of the loosely oriented or loosely arrangement ng cellulose, and sa gitna ng cellulose na meron kang hemicellulose and pectin. Now, bakit mali si letter B? Sabi sa letter B, early lignin deposition in the primary cell wall. Mali na po yan. In fact, opposite yung concept na diniscuss ko kanina about this. Sa primary cell wall po, hindi nagkakaroon ng lignin deposition. Kasi ang primary cell wall natin, hindi siya lignified, hindi siya matigas. So yung lignin deposition, hindi yan nangyayari sa primary cell wall, pagkus nangyayari yan sa secondary wall. Letter C. Mali rin yan. Sabi dyan, absence of hemicellulose during cell elongation. Mali. Kasi kung bakit strong and flexible yung primary cell wall natin is not only because of the cellulose, hindi lang dahil sa cellulose, pero dahil rin yan sa hemicellulose. And letter D, hindi na nagme-make sense yung option na yan. Complete pectin degradation in the middle lamella. So anong mangyayari sa tingin nyo kapag nawala or nasira yung pectin in the middle lamella? Maapektuhan ba yung cell wall? Yes, maapektuhan siya indirectly. Pero yung pinaka magiging consequence kapag nawala yung pectin is maghihiwa-hiwalay yung mga cell. Kasi remember, yung pectin natin is the cement or the glue that holds neighboring cells together. Okay? So that's question number 1. So malalim-lalim. Marami na yung na-discuss natin. Isang question pa lang. So napakaganda nitong lecture na to. Magti-take ka ba ng licensure exam for agriculturist this year? If yes, I believe my course is for you. Enroll now at Learning Agri with the modular course by clicking the link below. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Mag-enroll ka na. Samahan kita mag-review. Bye!